I came to bring the pain.
Good morning, YouTube. That boy Treezy here, bringing you my rantings, ravings, opinions, you know what I mean, all that good stuff on the patch for Battlefield 3. Now, I know I'm slacking a bit with this video. I did say in the last Battlefield 3 video that I did that I would get a video up with my, you know what I mean, how I feel about the patch that was recently released for the game. So here it is. Now, I've not been playing it for a while. Not played it for about a week or two. Just been like working on other games, you know what I mean? Trying to keep up with the pace. Trying to keep up with the true achievement pace of things, you know what I'm saying? But I've been smashing Modern Warfare 3 around most of the day today. So I just thought I'd treat myself to a bit of Battlefield action, and of course I had to record. I tell you what, I'm glad I fucking did, because it was a pretty mean session tonight. A very variety-filled session. Loads of good shit, some bullshit, some really good wins, some shitty losses. You know what I mean? Just take your pick. It was in there. It was a pretty good night. Rolling with the man on Half-Life. I will have another video up. Little highlights, because obviously I do want to show you some of the shit that went on. Obviously it'll have some nice kills in there, but I am going to put some fails and some bullshit in there, because there is some fucking bullshit going on in this game sometimes, especially after this patch. But anyway, you know what I mean, I'll save that for the video. I'll let the video do the talking for me. So, the patch. Now, I think like I'm always iffy about, well, things in general in life, because I always try and, you know, really look at something from, you know, both sides of the argument, debate, whatever. But with the patch, I think overall, no. Some of the, don't get me wrong, some of the stuff is good, obviously, but like, if it, you know what I mean, with where it is now for me, I do still love the game. I will always still play the game, not as much as I used to, but when the boys ain't really feeling it no more either, you know what I mean, and they're playing other games as well, it's like, it doesn't need to be said on how we're all feeling about the game, you know what I mean, because pre-patch, you know, the game was thriving. I'd never get stopped, never, hold on, I'd never stop getting spammed with invites to the game, you know what I'm saying. I didn't mind in a way, because at least, you know what I mean, it was just so quick and easy to jump on the game with the boys, get in a dice server, and away we went. Whereas now, and this is going to be the first topic, is these renter servers. Now, obviously, that was a big thing in the update. You know what I mean? Great idea, I guess. I can't knock it. You know, yeah, cool. Rent your own server. Get the boys in there, your preferences, all that shit. Now that's all well and good until, you know, a guy like me wants to come along and just jump in a normal fucking server, DICE server, EA server, whatever. It's mission impossible. Like, first off, I shouldn't have to search for a damn DICE server, and I mean search by using the actual search feature. I think there should have been a filter put in place to just basically, you know what I mean, you can either set your filter to include rented servers or not to include rented servers, you know what I'm saying? But obviously that's non-existent, so now you search for a server in general, still have my filters on the conquest and all that shit, and they're all practically rented servers. That's just not cool. Don't get me wrong, take this server for example, is just like an old school server, 100% tickets, map rotation including DLC maps, all conquest. Again, which is all great until, you know, someone gets kicked. Now, Fortunately, in a way, Half-Life only got kicked right at the end of the night anyway, so it wasn't too bad. Plus, in the match, we was getting shit on, so it was hard to complain. But you know what I mean? I don't care whether people have good reason to or not. The whole kicking thing is just a joke. It's a proper joke, and the actual owner of the server wasn't even in this game. You know what I'm saying? So you never even know who's actually in the game, who has the power to kick people. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to be, you know, you're rolling with the boys and that. There's four of you. You just want to have a good time on Battlefield, and then you got to jump in all these shitty servers with, you know, maps and game modes that you ain't interested in. Partly because you've got no fucking choice, and then you're constantly running the risk of being kicked from a game in case you shit on the host who you might not even know was the host. You know what I mean? I'm not into that kind of shit. But that's that. So yeah, on a whole, not really feeling the rented servers. I won't be putting any money into it myself. Um, I'm not against people who do. Don't get me wrong. If I had more time to kill, maybe I would. You know what I'm saying? Be a little buzz. I won't be kicking people like a mug. I fucking tell you that. But no, I ain't got time. If I rented a server, I probably wouldn't even be able to play in it myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, as for the battling itself, with the patch, what have they done to the tanks? Like, oh my god, the you know what tanks now are like wet open fucking pussies on wheels or treads, whatever the fuck you call it. They're so soft. Why have they watered them down so much? I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I don't care. I love my fucking tanks. I love my vehicles. It's what Battlefield's about. You know what I'm saying? And oh my god, you know what I mean? One javelin, bam, you're disabled. Next javelin, you're dead. Now, fair enough, yeah, javelins are going to be quite strong. They are a good weapon for someone on foot. You know what I mean? It gives them a chance against vehicles. But I mean, you're giving this guy on foot this extra chance and removing any chance that the tank driver has. I mean, alright, you do get a warning when the javelin's coming in, but you know what I mean? Before you can even locate where it's come from, you can't even make an escape because you've been disabled, and then before you know, you can't even fix your tank because as soon as that next shot comes in, the blast radius will kill you, and it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Game over. You're stuck on foot in the middle of Carg Island. So not feeling the way they've watered down tanks. I do like the HMG upgrade it did though. That's pretty nice. Um, Jeeps got a little horn edition. Pretty sexy. Would have preferred RB being the horn instead of LB because I always forget. But that's not important. Helicopters. The rockets actually. Like even I do run guided rockets to be honest, and they just don't seem to be as efficient as they used to be. I've noticed that the smoke trail for them seems thinner now. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, but they definitely don't aim as well as they used to. Um, you've really got to be even more accurate with them now, and they just don't seem as effective from long range. But you know that's just my opinion again. Um, and even their defenses have been watered down a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've started to run the ECM jammer like a lot more than flares because flares have just been shit on. Fair enough, you'll flare off the one stinger or the one heat seekers, but you're locked on again within seconds and you're gonna die. Um, because like the stingers, they do 65% damage. Like one stinger. What is that about? There's just absolutely no need, and the speed they lock on as well. It's pretty harsh stuff to be fair. But there you have it. There's my opinions for you. I mean, I do have a lot more. I wish I had more time to talk about it, but it'd get boring, and there's a hell of a lot of shit to talk about. But anyone got any opinions or anything, just drop a comment on the video. We can carry on the discussion there. So anyway, stay tuned for the next video that's coming up. Little highlight reel. I'll get that finished off tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.